This week's episode of Kickin' is brought to you by the Air Jordan 18 Black, I guess you can call it Washington Blue. Came out in 02, 03, I think, when Michael came back. Third time, I believe. Second time, whichever time Michael came back, however he wants, he's MJ, he can do that. The shoe is all suede, and the suede is real nice. It's actually modeled after the Bentley GT Continental. So as you can tell on the sides, it has very similar features to the car. Underneath here, it's one single track. It's two traction pads with a clear Jumpman, and on the back it kind of has like, I don't know, it represents kind of like a brake or something with the Jordan in blue. Gray shoe. We came out in a couple of different colorways. This was my particular favorite colorway, though it is very difficult to keep clean because of the suede. And that's pretty much it. This is the Jordan 18. Enjoy the show.
They are the latest version of Air Jordan sneakers to hit the streets, and they're already proving to be quite popular. We found some people who couldn't wait to get their hands on them today. Check this out here. A crowd of shoppers rushing through the entrance at Eastland Mall in East Columbus this morning, knocking the doors right off their hinges. Extra police officers had to be called out to help with the crowd control here as people waited for the doors to open. Employees at the Champs Sports Store inside the mall were handing out vouchers for the shoes. Shoppers will have to return next week to pick them up.
Welcome back to a brand new exciting episode of Kickin' It. I'm Steve09.
Kick 718 back in the building.
Yeah, so this topic we're talking about is just the Air Jordan 11 alone and the pandemonium that it brings and the tradition that has become during the holiday season.
Okay, yeah.
So rumors already started with the 11 that's coming out, and they're already talking about they're talking about the December release for the Jordan 11 already.
It's out of control. Out of control, son.
It's crazy. my thinking is, I was telling Kicks that I believe, because a lot of people think that it's going to be the Columbias, and pictures have surfaced of this white Jordan, and I think they're called Lightning Blue or something like that. My thinking is they're gonna drop the Space Jams again.
I'm telling Steve that he's crazy. I'm absolutely not. I don't think they're gonna do it, man. I think this time Nike and Jordan is gonna fuck around and drop that. Now, I don't particularly think that it's gonna be called a Columbia, and if it is, it's damn sure don't look like the Columbias from the original Columbias. It looked the color on the sole, it looked weird, man. It didn't look right. It had a yellow Jumpman in the back. I'm like, fuck is this? I've never seen this shit before. But I'm telling Sneaker Steve, it's not gonna be the Space Jam. It can't be the Space Jam.
Why not?
They came out.
It don't matter. Hey, look, when this whole Jordan 11 release started on the holidays,
right,
it started with the CDP pack,
right,
the 11-12. Okay. That year, they were dropping CDPs throughout the whole year. And just coincidentally, the last month of December was the 11-12 pack, which had the Bread 11.
Okay.
So everybody went crazy, and then that's when, the tradition started. That following year was the Space Jams. And, and that ensued craziness. And then we had the Cool Gray 11s. Then they dropped the Bread 11s again with that shitty ass box. You know what I'm saying? And then we had the Concords, and we had the Gamma 11s, which the past 2 years everybody was kept saying it's going to be the Columbia 11s, and then they dropped something different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why not then do the Space Jams? There's been enough time. I mean, they dropped the Bread 11 twice already. So why not drop the Space Jams?
I hear you. Well, I mean, I know it's your favorite sneaker. So let me ask you this. Why don't you think they're doing the Columbias?
Because they just messing with everybody.
It's just a gag.
It's just a game.
No sneaker.
Why not? They just keep fucking with our heads. Because rumors start in January. By the time it changes 50 million times, and then they drop, bam, something else.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? So every year after December, every year it's gonna be the Columbia 11. The track that they were going on with, when they had, Space Jams, Cool Grays, Bread 11s, Concords, and they said, they're like, yo, the only one that's left is the Columbia 11s for them to drop. And everybody thought it was going to be this past year, and then they came out with the Gamma 11s.
Gamma 11s.
You know what I mean? Even though it's a dope shoe and it created mayhem, it's not the Columbia 11.
See how hype Sneaker Steve is? that's his favorite sneaker. So ask him about that, about the Bread 11 box. See how pissed he is.
Travesty, man. Fucking horrible.
Get her, Sneaker Steve.
It was bullshit. But why not? You know what I mean? I mean, the Space Jams have been out for a while.
It's true.
And I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I would not be surprised if the Space Jams come out this past year just to mess with everybody. Watch. And then 2015, January, it's going to be the Columbia. Everybody's going to start the Columbia shit out.
Yo, so are you copping another pair of Space Jams?
Hell yeah, man.
Look at this guy, man.
Why not? The Space Jams are the truth.
Come on, man. But they're not going to be the same quality like the other ones we got in the way.
So?
This guy.
They're still a dope looking shoe. You're not going to tell me you're not going to cop it?
Yeah, I'm going to try to cop it. Because, you know, before when we copped them, it was like, boom, shoe in hand. Now it's like, pray to the gods that it fucking rains on you that day.
Yeah.
And you get lucky, so.
I'm telling you, they do it just to mess, you know, but I think they do it on purpose, just to get the hype going.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? You know, people are like, yo, I'm hearing it's going to be this shoe,
It's true.
It's going to be this colorway, it's going to be the 11s, it's going to be the Columbias, because that's the only one that's missing out of the 11 collection.
So I mean, you figure, look, 12, 15, the Air Mag is coming with the self tie. Columbia's are coming.
I'm telling you, man, it's just.
Steve is predicting it now. All right,
I'm just saying, why not?
In the future.
But look at their track history. You know
that
what
is
I'm saying?
true. They definitely like to piss us off.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna keep the hype going, and then I wouldn't be surprised if they did it, or if they throw a different colorway on the 11s, like they did this past year with the Gamma 11s.
Yeah, that's possible. I heard. Did you hear that the Ray Allen 11s were possible?
No.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
The gold joint. You never know. That shit might be it, man.
That'd be pretty dope. I mean,
You copying?
hell yeah, man. That's 11, son.
Yeah,
That's
He's out of control
come
right
on,
here.
man. What do you think is gonna come out? in
Man,
December?
listen. The trend for me is that the shoes model for the 11 changes twice a year. It starts off every year the Columbia, and somewhere in the middle between March and September, it changes again. And then when they actually release the shit in December, it's something that we never thought would happen. Thus the gammas. That's crazy. I'm not even weighing in on it. I'm not an 11 guy. I like them. Concord, I think, is like my favorite in the Space Jam joints. But I'm
As a
not.
president?
I don't like them like that.
You might have to cut, because I had to beat this guy.
I love the breads, but I just think they're too overhyped. So it takes away the joy. When Mike was balling like a baby holding a basketball, and he was wearing them, I cried with him. Me and MJ shared the same shit, son. But you know, that's it, man. I'm not. Anything is possible with these people.
Yeah.
We might get a Christmas themed bread, a Christmas themed 11. And
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I mean, like I said, it's always a game with Nike. I think they like to mess with us, and you know, I think honestly, I think they're the ones that put out the little rumors here and there.
Hell yeah.
You know, they throw the little hints like, yo, it's gonna be the Columbias this year, watch. And then and then people take it and run with it. You know, we got Sneaker Box going crazy, and then and then us, we start going crazy because we want it.
Yeah.
And then like, yo, watch what we're gonna do. We're gonna fuck them up. We're gonna drop Space Jams.
So, let's say miraculously, you're completely wrong. December comes, Columbia's confirmed. Do you think it's going to be identical to the original?
No, probably not.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure that maybe the soul might be different, or maybe not. Maybe they'll just keep it like the original. I mean, so far, they've been pretty good with the Space Jams and the Breads and the Concords. They were pretty much the original. You know what I'm saying? and the Cool Craze as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think they would do it. I don't think they would change anything.
You never know, man. They're crazy.
They might.
Definitely tell us what you think, though. Get at us. As I'm thinking, it ain't gonna be the Space Jam. Steve says it is. We'll find out sometime this year. That wraps up this show of Kicking It. Kick 718, Sneaker Steve 09 in the building. Reach out to us, Instagram, Twitter. Check out our individual YouTube channels. He has his, I have mine. Thanks for all the support, feedback, all that stuff. Leave it. Definitely, it's always welcome. We out of here, folks.
Peace.
No bread. No Space Jam.
Space Jams all day.
Don't run it.